I'm curious, just when it comes to the loosening of the grip, the loosening of focus. It occurs to me, like, I guess with some practices of Bhakti yoga, things like that, there's a real attachment to that love that's experienced in those practices. And lately, I guess I've been wondering about the focus and attention that I put toward those efforts and that feeling, and maybe like the ease of getting lost in that attachment to that only. I guess I kind of wonder what your thoughts are in terms of what we've been speaking about and that piece as well.
Yes. All practices are valuable up to a certain point. Certainly the, if you like, devotion to love and the felt sense of that love is valuable because most human beings have been conditioned to resent, reject, fight their experience or others, or have self-doubt or self-loathing or division. The divided state is endemic in the human condition, whether we've been conditioned by our families, our schooling, or our culture, or simply the world itself is a divided state in many different ways. So turning attention to the devotion to love is very valuable. I would say that you're asking this question now because there's something more. There's a calling, perhaps, to go beyond any attachment to that feeling state. And life is much broader, wilder, and unexpected, and all-inclusive. All of life is an invitation. Yeah? All of life is an invitation to discover the truth or the freedom of beingness that is always here, whatever feeling state is being experienced, whatever circumstance is taking place, and so on and so on. And that's not to say we should abandon the devotion to love, because ultimately this is what it is, but not to attach to it as a feeling state, and to allow the whole of life to pour through. Oftentimes it's the darkest inner landscape that may reveal itself and invite us to the knowing of, again, I use this word, but yeah, I hope you understand the way I'm using it, God. Yeah? It's in the midst of brokenness or desolation or despair or not knowing, that if we truly surrender in that, not surrender to it as a state that will never change or is some kind of emotion, but surrender to the energetic texture, that it's in that in the surrender that the ego identity dies, it comes undone. And when the ego identity dies, and there are many layers, and they become more subtle, then the possibility of the true light of beingness to be revealed, that becomes possible. It's like a death and a rebirth. So don't exclude any part of the human experience.
yeah, I appreciate what you said, and something that I'm keen to feel into a lot more. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.